Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So we've got a full load of logs here headed to the sawmill. Today, what we're going to do is get Oceanside here connected to Berkeley. And then we're going to connect the machine factory to Berkeley so that we can get stuff all the way through. So we've got a station here already. I'm not going to touch it right now. Let's get a station put in right here, and we are going to need pass-through tracks for it. So I think we need to take this street out. I'm going to pause this because we know how much Transport Fever loves putting in streets while I'm trying to do something. All right, up to full. Let's go to that. Let's flatten this out. Oh, it looks like it's fairly flat to begin with. That's nice. Makes our lives easier. Okay. All right, 320. We're going to go with just one because I want to put a pass-through track on. Large buildings. I think that should be it. Now we just get it lined up with the streets. If I can, it's sort of hard to see it here. But that looks pretty lined up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll put it right about here. And now just to put in our tracks, and that automatically put catenary on there. I forgot that the catenary suddenly, even though we don't have any electric trains, the catenary suddenly came in. Goodness sakes, please, in Transport Fever 3, make it so catenary does not turn on automatically. You know, have it just remember our setting, you know. So we turn catenary on when we need it, and it stays on. If you know, if that was the last thing we did, then it stays on. That's all we need. All right, so that's all set. Now let's get track, turn the catenary off, although actually I just put it to keep. Oh, I only have one track going here. Okay, it is going to be the bottom one. I should probably put this in first. There. Yep, it's not going to like that. I don't know why sometimes it is fine with doing it that way. Other times it won't do it. Okay, that's better. Now, which one were we at again? The bottom one. Let's actually just go ahead and do this part while I'm here. That way I don't have to worry about messing with it later. Did that connect? Yes, it did. I didn't think it did at first, but I think that was just a shadow from the trees. Where is our station? There it is. Okay, so we've got our line in between now. Now we need this here. Let's see, we're going to be sending steel and lumber up here. Let's put 3 platforms on this. And we'll go with medium buildings. And we'll have one of these that'll be the outgoing machines. I think this is going to have to be a little bit curvy coming up here, but it'll live. All right, let me get roads and stuff on here. Okay, I got signals on there. Now let's see how good this is going to be to us, if at all. Okay. I don't like that curve very much. It loses too much speed here. Let's see. Let's put a little bit of track right here. There. That'll remind me where I want it. And then I'm going to do this. Let's see if this will work. Just to make this a better curve here. Well, I'm not sure that made it any better, but no, it doesn't. Let's try the other way. Let's get rid of this little bit of track first, because it is definitely going to be in the way. Yeah, that's the right side. That's better, speed-wise anyways. I'd like the trains delivering resources to just be able to barrel through that station without any problems. Okay. There.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, what's your suggestion?
You're going to want to connect this to the cities north of it, right?
Yeah.
Well, look at what tracks you're using on your station.
Crap. You're right, Growler. I should have left a pair of tracks here for that before I did all this other stuff. Alright, we are back here where we were. Why do you not... Oh, that's a little bit too close to that. Okay. There we go. And then I can go ahead and put this signal on right here. Oops, nope, I want one away. There, so trains will stop short of the street, letting traffic continue to flow. And then we can just reconnect that. That's good to go. Now here, I was just trying to decide what I want to do. I think what I'm going to do here is I am going to have this be a separate track just for the train bringing the machines to the station. So we'll do that. Let's see, we'll stop about there. And there we go. Okay, so that is good. So we've got all of that set up. Let's go ahead now and get our steel connected. Let's grab it right here. And I'm going to bring it down to there. And then I'm going to grab this here and have a lot of lag. Or stuttering or whatever you want to call it. I don't think I'm not going to be able to do anything too dramatic with the speed there. I do want to keep a relatively straight line, so. But that's fine. We aren't going anywhere near top speed yet anyways. Did I just do this brass backwards? Actually, it doesn't matter with this one. Might even be the better way to go. All right. So now all we need is to get signals on all of this track here. Oh, no, wait. We still don't have... that actually worked out quite well. We don't have it connected to the other city here yet. And actually, I am going to take this out. We'll take this one out and this one out, and then we'll go ahead and position our one-ways here. Okay. This is going to be interesting to figure out, but I'll come back to it. All right, and then this, we should be able to just bring it straight into here.
You should have put in a straight section for your diamond switch.
It worked out. There. And now, that's not too bad. It's a little closer to that than I would like, but I think we'll keep it. And let's see. I think we'll just put one set of signals here, halfway in between those 2 points, more or less. And I think this one is too close. It's going to have to go, or we're going to end up with trains blocking each other. And then here, we'll get rid of this one. I think this one is in, yeah, this is in a good position, so we'll just change it. There. I've started going again. All right, let's get delivery set up. So, first things first, let's start right here. We're going to go from here. I've got this on the outside platform there. To here. And we're going to wait until full. And this is Berkeley. Machine Domination Center.
What?
Well, the machines will take over. You know that, Growler.
No, I don't.
Oceanside sawmill freight. There we go. I think I typed it right the first time, but my finger sort of slipped. And let's make sure we're only loading lumber, not logs. And here we're only unloading lumber. Okay, cool. So that one's in. Now here, we're going to go from steel mill to here. And let's see, these are all set. So this would be the ocean steel freight. And we'll change the color on this to this, I think. And there's actually going to use the exact same kind of train, so this ought to be pretty simple. Yes, we can use this for both. Okay, steam. The Atlantic. We're going to go with a single locomotive on this. I don't think we need two. And yeah, let's use these. One too many. Oh, I forgot to set up those. I forgot to set up the specifications on the steel line. Okay, sawmill. Oceanside. No, I just put 2 on the sawmill. I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Let me give... No, I don't want that. I want you. There we go. You are not supposed to be on sawmill. You were supposed to be on the Oceanside steel. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's let those get going out of there. We'll do a little smoothing here while it's getting going. Okay, while all of that is getting started, let's get some city deliveries going in these 2 cities. Let's see. Let's put you right there, I think. Let's do this. There. And we'll get rid of this side for right now. We're not doing anything with it. We'll put this in. There we go. And road access on the other side. Okay, now where do we want to put... let's use the stop signs now. Looks like we're mostly going there. Let's do this. Let's come back to here. Go to street. Let's go ahead and run this up to that. And then we can, let's see, here. Let's put the first stop right here. And then we'll put a second stop right here. And that should cover where all of our stuff is. Let's put a shed in. Put you right there. And this will be Berkeley City Deliveries. And I think we're still on the steam trucks. Oh no, we actually have real trucks now. That's interesting. Alright, let's put 4 trucks on here for now. It's going to need them fairly quickly. And this will be Berkeley. I passed Berkeley. Oh, it's right at the top. I was not expecting it to be at the top for some reason. Smooth that out. Okay, so now that can do its thing. And then down here, let's see, where are the things we want to deliver to? Mostly all over here. All right, so let's do this. Let's take that out. I'm going to pause this for a moment while I do this, because we all know how much this game loves to just start putting its own streets willy-nilly while I'm trying to do something. That looks right. Okay, and we'll put you right here. Is that right? Yeah, that's right where I wanted it. And we'll just do the same thing here we did the other side. One of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. Those. And our street access on the other side. Now, well, I think we better put one right here because it looks like we have stuff all the way over here for some reason. That's a little odd. And then let's put one right here. And then we'll put one right... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. Let's run this all the way up to there. Run this all the way across to there. There. Now, we got our delivery right here. Let's put another one right here. And then we'll put the last one right there. Oops. I didn't see this one because it was under the city's tag. Oceanside City Deliveries. And we just need ourselves a shed. And we'll do the same thing we did on the other side. Right there. Okay. Now, he doesn't actually want anything from over here. The only people who want anything here is this. Yep, losing that farm. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this set up. No, I want you on platform 3. Going to there. You're going to wait until full. And I guess we'll just leave purple for the machines. And this will be Berkeley Freight Yard. Berkeley Machine Freight. And we're just going to need... There we go. And I'm only going to make this 10 cars long for now. And once again, right at the top. Okay, so all of that is now running. Let's actually let this get a little speed and get going. Let's go ahead and stretch. Oh, it's a long stretch too. Let's go ahead and stretch this all the way over to here and connect it up to this so that we can actually get machines into the rest of the network. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do here. Let's get our tracks. Let's see. Let's try going from about right... Well, actually, let's go from about right here. I'm going to try just going straight across here. All the way to, say, here. Slightly uphill doing that. Yeah, we're going to have to do it in bits. Otherwise, we're going to be making weird climbs. Or making weird viaducts, I mean. Okay. And now let's come off from here. Oh, that's almost perfect. Except that I do need to have a diamond switch on here. I did not notice the giant viaduct I had created there. Which I did not want to do. I want you to snap onto there. There we go. I thought this was a long, flat section. That was fine, but no, I was not. And now let's run the double track all the way back to here. Go. Well, that's a long ways underground. Is there anything I can do about this? Not really. This is really, although it looks like part of the grassy plains, it's actually part of the mountains. This is a terrible little hill I left on there. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I don't care. It's going to stay right there. Now, this is a bit of a problem in that I do need to get over this. Let's try... We also have to have this diamond switch here. Maybe I'll redo the other one and make it jump over this. That actually would make more sense. So let's just get our diamond switch on this side. Come on, you can do it. There we go. It does not like something. All right, I'm going to pause this. And I'm going to take this track out temporarily. We'll put it back in a bit. Okay, I think we went downhill quite a ways there. And then we went downhill even longer than I intended to. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now you... Let's see what we can do with this. Yep, wrong button. No. I'm going to have to cut this back even further, I think. Now let's try it. Too much slope. Come on, you got to be kidding me. Alright, let's do this then. If it's not going to cooperate with me, then we'll do it the other way. There. Now we'll cut this back a bit further. I had double signals there. I don't know how I managed that. And we'll use this one as the... what you call it? Yeah, I think that's good. And then this side, I'm going to have to cut back further too. Maybe we'll actually end up going over this bit of mountain here. We'll find out in a minute. There. We'll go from here to here. I don't know why it assigned a different type of bridge. We still do tunnel a bit. What would it look like if I just did this? You know what? I think we're going to do that. No, let's leave the little tunnel. The little tunnel was nice. Let's use that one. There. Now all I have to do is reconnect the other side and we're good to go. This is our steel delivery. This is a lot more uphill than I thought it was. But we also just got... let's take that off from there. We just got the Mikado. So let's stick a Mikado on there. Not going to lose any wagons off from it. And see how that goes. I do have the inner city hooked up. And this looks like it's our sawmill. So let's do the same thing here. We'll take that off. We'll put the Mikado on. And we're all set. Okay. So yeah, the inner city is all set, or at least they're created. I haven't put any trains on here yet. So we'll use the Mikado again now that we've got it. And oh my goodness, these are going through. Let's show every vehicle one at a time and have it constantly interrupting your screen. Oh, and we have these. Sadly, they're just box cars. Actually, before we do this, what are we carrying? We are going to be carrying... see, you are going to want machines and goods, so we need box cars. You want fuel and goods. That's box cars and tankers. I think we just need box cars and tankers on this one and just box cars on this one. So let's go ahead. Not diesel. We'll put the Mikado on. And this. And this will be the Berkeley to Oceanside inner city. Actually, I could have left that. I don't know why I did that. There. And then tanks. Here we go. There. And we'll put this on the St. Paul to... isn't it St. Paul? Yeah, St. Paul to Oceanside right there. All right, cool. So now we are manufacturing machines, or will be just as soon as our first loads of stuff get delivered. which they have been. We are actually manufacturing and loading up our delivery train there. So cool. All of this is running. We even have this extremely long run coming all the way over here to St. Paul. Oh dear. Let's see. Where is my St. Paul train at? I think that's him just leaving. All right. And I left that as stone. Oh no, I didn't. I thought it was stone arches for a moment there, but it's just the angle. All right. So we've got the south side, and that was sort of a bonus. I hadn't even been thinking about getting the whole south side connected. Now we really need to get Berkeley connected to the cities north of it on the west side of the map. And I think there's some cities down the center of the map that we need to connect, and we'll probably connect those all the way down to Oceanside. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.